I'm starting the recording now. I love you all. Alrighty. How is everybody doing? We already went over this. Um, does everybody have their snacky, have their water? Are we all ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons? We've got another very important episode to get through, so I don't want to waste any more time than we already have. We did miss one person last time, and I ended up putting the recording up late, so I apologize about that. But who remembers what happened last time? A lot of backstory stuff happened.
Backstory stuff happened.
Can we give Faye the rundown very quick?
Did anyone else take note? I took shit notes last week.
Oh man, the note taker wasn't here.
Yeah, usually I'm one of the note takers, but I was distracted.
Only important thing is Taryn and Yusuf had sex.
Oh.
Period. Done.
So Taryn and Yusuf had a moment where it was admiration, and then it turned into like escape, like an escape out into like the sunset, and then that turned into a date, and then that turned into you coming back.
Multiple dates, yeah.
Yep. And then it also Taryn got a brand new weapon that is super cool that was made by Daze himself.
And Alcine.
I missed all that. That's why I don't remember that.
Then Laurel taught Hazel how to use a shield. Yusuf taught Laurel how to use Trin's mute spell. Aaron learned how to use a bow, tried to use a gun, realized that he wouldn't have enough proficiency to use a gun.
Yeah.
Thomas did a lot of farming equipment.
I have a really cool helmet now.
And he has a patent, and he also is making some gas, and then he also got the right to make poisonous gas with Alisane and Severus. So Thomas is going to be rich in the future.
Most notably,
All of us a gas mask?
I would like to recap that situation. Thomas requested through Dextra a meeting with Severus privately, where he discussed some of his plans for a number of things. Severus said, and I quote, "Oh yeah, Alisane talked to me about this at one point, but there was some hiccups. You should talk to her about that." And so Thomas tried to track down Alisane, ended up talking to Alisane, and Alisane very nonchalantly said, "Oh, you want to do Project X? Well, have you worked out a dispenser nozzle for the gas yet?" And they had a very lengthy conversation about how to dispense poisonous gas through a small handheld grenade type device. I believe Thomas was given a very specific assignment on that one, which was to design the nozzle, right?
Yeah, design the dispersion system, I believe.
Huna did some very cute things. She crafted. She was girlfriend material.
She is. Confirmed.
And I forgot. Tanny, however, this is big plot points, okay? Tanny went to go seek the hag that she bought all those plants from, and was like, "I want to bring my mother back to life." And she was like, "Okay, let's do that." And then Hazel's like, "Well, what do I gotta do?" She was like, "Well, 1,000 gold, and I'll go kill somebody and bring her back to life." And Tanny's like, "Well, what if I bring you a body?" And she was like, "Well, 300 gold." And I was like, "Well, I'm
700. The price of the human life was 300 gold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Alright, 700 gold. But now she has to go track down her mother's killer, to exchange the life for life, because alchemy, you know.
Well, that was not explicitly said.
That
it
what
had to be the
Hazel
killer.
wants to do.
But Hazel wants to do that, yeah.
Yes.
For vengeance reasons. Also, her mom's maybe a hag? Question mark.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's fine. You know, you guys don't
then-
actually know that, so.
We don't know
And
you
then
went to
um,
see them either.
And then back to Aaron. Aaron hung around and didn't do a lot.
No, but I do have a question.
Helped
for
with the
God.
cleanup?
I sent
Yeah.
an item in the chat. How much would that cost to buy?
What is
uncommon.
it?
They're night vision goggles.
Goggles of the Night. Wondrous item, uncommon. Uncommon items are typically like 100 GP.
Okay. I will buy that then, Porfa, please, because I am a human and I'm trying to turn my character into Batman.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's crazy.
I know I wasn't here, but Trinket, of the things I messaged you about before the session, does all of that stuff happen, or does any of it not get to happen?
Yeah, we can go over that now. I was waiting for Tuna to show up.
She's here.
Because we didn't really go over that a whole lot last time, but we can go over that now. It's a good way to start the session. If you guys want to go over what you two did in your downtime. Now that we gave a little bit of recap about what other people were doing in their downtime.
Okay.
Provided you are both here.
I'm here.
I don't want to rush anything if you still need a couple minutes. Seems like Tuna might need a second.
I haven't heard Tuna yet.
Victoria!
I'm sorry to bother about the sending stone.
Yeah, so you wanted the two-way sending stones?
Yeah.
Same thing. That would be just, well, I will say that if you go to him and you talk to him about that, you can just have that made. Alisane will toss you one of those. She has personal like business cards that literally do that, where she can like give you a business card, and I would assume that she's made those for Yusuf too.
I have one of those.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, are you saying you're gonna get a business card so you can talk to your boyfriend all night long?
Basically, that's what they're for.
Tuna,
Oh,
you're on push to talk, dumbass.
Sure am.
Oh, Trinket,
Yeah.
I have a name. I have a working name for the
But yeah, you can add a sending stones to your inventory and rename it to something like Yusuf's business card or something.
Gotcha.
That's probably the best way to do it.
Can y'all hear Tuna, or is it just me?
I cannot hear Tuna.
I cannot hear
Okay.
Tuna at all.
that is the current working name for the helmet.
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Who?
Oh my god.
Yes,
I was
we
No,
hear
no,
you.
Aaron, I was pushing the push to talk button and it was beeping at me like saying it was unmuting me and it was registering my voice. Whatever.
It's okay. We're
Hi.
here now. It's okay.
No, not okay. I have to apologize profusely.
Welcome. It's okay. Faye,
What's up?
Tuna, what happened in your guys' downtime in the 45 days?
Well, the first day was spent with Hazel trying to get Eddie back. And then after that, I believe Safia and Evelyn took a vacation.
For sure you would have
Ooh.
returned to even just the house in L'Oreal to see that Eddie was perched up on the house waiting for you to return.
Ah, gotcha. We're gonna have to train him better to not be such a little bitch. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
Only slightly.
Yeah, collar's staying on next time.
I love the name, by the way. Fire. I love the name. I can see the little AA inscription on things.
Yep.
Wait, what's the name? Fire?
Anderson Armory's tactical helmet.
That's good.
That is the.
That is
current
what I
one.
assume what everything is trademarked in.
Yep.
Wonderful. But yeah, you guys take a trip to Azuria,
Yeah, the north is your.
back home to see Selly, who welcomes you. Oh, I'm sorry, who welcomes you with open arms.
Definitely give her a big ol' hug. And since she is a small little halfling, I definitely pick her up.
Yeah, she's definitely very happy to see you. She welcomes you and, you know, offers you for the night or for however long you want to stay the same twin bedroom that you two might have shared a number of times when you lived here. Still empty, you know. She doesn't have an apprentice or anything currently. She's getting a little bit older. I mean, older than certainly when you remember her being, even though it's only been like 6 months since you've seen her.
I mean, we definitely like tell her everything that's happened. But like not in a way to, you know, scare her. We gotta say it like lightly. Can't have
Yeah.
be having her have a heart attack or nothing.
No one died, you know. We just like hit them lightly in the head.
Yeah, maybe
No
we don't,
one died
maybe
in
we
the
don't
entire
talk,
thing.
We don't talk about one specific area of the journey where one of our teammates died, maybe.
Yeah, there is no mention of any crabs whatsoever.
Other than the
Sully informs you that the crime problem's pretty bad in Azuria. Essentially, the halfling people here in Azuria want independence from the magistrate and from any further like kingdoms. They want to be under their own rule. And because of that, they second-handedly endorse a lot of like drug running and smuggling through Azuria into the grasslands and into like the just basically just into the whole continent through Azuria because it's a convenient place for pirates to dock as they come in through the Spice Lands.
Sounds familiar.
And Sully would tell you that it's getting pretty bad. Like people are going like it's getting a little bad because like the halflings refuse to. I don't know. There's a moment where Sully kind of makes a plea for you to make something happen with the magistrate. You know, if you tell her a lot about how, you know, high ranking you are and this Severus guy, she's kind of like, hey, you think you could like maybe push some sway somewhere to get some like a little more help here on that issue?
I could definitely speak to some people about that. Yeah, maybe not the Severus guy though. He's probably not going.
Not bombs, but
yes, yeah, that's why I think a different guy, a nicer guy.
perhaps somebody could to talk to the, you know, political leaders or whatever in the area. You could, you know, there's maybe like a side quest or something about it.
I'll bring it up to probably Willin. But yeah, that's been what it's been like. It's crazy but fun and chaotic. Sometimes it's not fun though.
Yeah, I'm not sure our team was the best, you know. Well, everyone's pretty good. There's just one that kind of is frustrating. But you know what?
Really, only one? That's crazy. Anyway,
I'm glad you guys found a home. That's really nice.
oh yeah, you should see our house. It's wild. It's like
I'd, you know, as much as I'd love to, I don't think I could fathom a city much bigger than this one.
well, you gotta come visit sometime.
You know, sometimes I think about selling this old place and going somewhere.
Might be
Well-
the safer option with everything that's happening.
If you open a shop in Loreo, I'll help you.
You think I could do that?
I got an apprentice of my own now.
You know, city's not that much bigger.
Yeah, it's like divided into sections. So like, you know, the section you'd live in might just feel a lot like this.
Yeah, maybe I'll come stay
That's
for a little
like-
while.
Plus, you gotta think about it. Like, they're rebuilding the whole place, so it's gotta be like dirt cheap right now.
Property on Soulstone, right?
Fracked soulstone, the first to ever crack. It's got a lower property values or something.
She kind of perks an eyebrow.
Just a thought. We're gonna be in town for a few days. Probably gonna hit the beach, and you know, take a hike through the woods. Of course, if you want to join us on the hike.
She's totally down.
We might have to split off though. I think the plan is to go all the way through and head to Silk Run to see Sophia's family.
Probably doable. She can walk with you a certain ways and then, you know, turn around and come back.
I mean,
Maybe
knows,
stay the first night on your run and then turn around in the morning or something.
If anybody knows the woods more than Evelyn, it's definitely her.
I don't think Sally's too... I mean, maybe she is. She did grow up around here, but she can walk you to, you know, the right direction as she sends you up towards the mountains where you guys go to see, like... So, is this the part where we reveal where Safia is actually from?
I mean,
Was
presumably.
she born in a mountain? She was definitely born underground or something stupid like that.
You
No.
know.
We're gonna head over to the lobby in the map real fast because I forgot what this city's name is.
Isn't it called Silk Run?
She is from
Silk Run?
Silk Run, yeah.
Where
So
she
you guys
lives-
walk from North Azure up to Stream Haven, and then we'll say Sully probably turns around in Stream Haven and walks back.
I do want to ask, is it possible that on that hike through the woods I could do foraging?
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
alchemy
Do
supplies?
like 4 or 5 of them if you really want.
Get some mushrooms.
That would be in a forested area. I can reset it for you if you need. Hang on, let me pull it up.
Also, I'm highly disappointed in Thomas. I just want everybody to know that.
Wow, but everybody's upset now.
Since when does this require an herbalism kit?
You've always had to have an herbalism kit. Do you not have one? Just fucking add one to your sheet.
I feel like you would have acquired one at this point.
Yeah, I feel like, is that not just part of alchemist supplies?
No, herbalism and alchemy are different things. Rules as written, 5e, guys. Like, you should know this shit if you've read the fucking handbook. No, I'm joking. I'm razzing.
You
Where did
haven't
this evil
memorized the
trinket
handbook
error come
front
from?
to back.
But yeah, you can totally do that. Yeah, you guys head from... Right, from North Azure to Streamhaven, and then from Streamhaven to Cursefall, and then up to Silk Run. Actually, if you're going to the real place where
We'd go through
Sophia's...
Autumn Run.
Yeah, if you're going to the real place where her family is from, you would go to Autumn Run, and then you would hike up into the mountains, where you would follow a series of marked paths with very specific carvings on the wall that basically only Safia knows how to follow. As you spend a couple days winding deeper into the mountains before, can you guys shut the fuck up so I can move my camera?
Knowing Sophia's sense of direction, she's not gonna.
Up to Autumn Run, a very small
Right.
town where you get some nods, from people, and then up into the mountains, a couple days into the mountains, where there is a very ominous mountain pass trodden by many, many, many people before you. As you descend for just a few days into the Underdark.
He's from the fucking Underdark? Jesus Christ.
What do you think a deep gnome is, my dude?
Yeah, that's a deep gnome.
I thought it was
What?
just racism, but
I mean, there is.
It's a little bit
Funny.
of
There's
both.
a lot of racism against deep gnomes.
Yeah.
I mean, rightfully so, but like,
Oh, no.
Things are tense in the Underdark as always. I mean, the deep gnomes are a working class at best, right, and an exploitable one at worst. But Safia's family has lived pretty comfortably here for a long time, involved in the trade of silk, which they harvest from silkworms. Safia's parents, I believe, are like silkworm harvesters or something, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
they
we
just.
establish that?
Yes, I'm sure we did.
Yes. Safia's parents are silkworm harvesters. You're
There
learning
we
this
go.
just now.
Mhm.
well, we're not because we're not there.
Well, I mean, her last name is Silk. It's in her name, so.
Yeah, it is.
So. They essentially work on a network of people who smuggle items through the Underdark into other places. And you can see that, yeah, there's a pretty lucrative drug trade and a lot of things happening down here right now. Things are a little seedy. You kind of got to watch your back a lot, but I won't make you make any rolls or anything.
No wonder Safia always knows where all the good drugs are at.
Hey,
Literally.
That's racist.
but accurate.
Anyway. Yeah, you meet with your parents. You meet with your grandparents who are still here. Your family is like 6 generations deep here, type of deal.
Holy shit.
Not that many, I'm just joking. They lived for like fucking 200 years though,
How many? Give me a number.
3.
How many? Okay.
Her great grandpa is like rotting away here.
Okay, but like, how many of them will understand that I am blind and let me touch their face?
Let me touch your face.
Make a persuasion check.
Wait, how old is Sophia?
-1 gang.
Is
I
Safia
don't know.
grandma?
Yeah, I mean, literally, how many kids does she have in the Underdark?
A lot.
Oh,
Safia, you
-1.
have
Most of them. Most of them.
But not all.
But not all.
I want this answered. How many kids does she have in the Underdark?
None that I know of.
You see Safia's 19 children. Abandoned by their mother. No, I'm joking.
That can't be real.
Oh my god, abandoned by their mom.
I'm sorry.
That's alright.
But yeah,
Characters are like really
um,
close in age.
I was gonna say, like, I'm really young.
Do you guys want to go to any dark markets in the Underdark to purchase any illicit goods at rather cheap prices?
Yo, do they have different, better cigarettes here?
They've
Or
got
is it-
Doddings pretty cheap,
Ah.
yeah. You
I
could buy a lot of cigarettes here real cheap if you wanted to. Enough ciggies to last years and years.
She is definitely going to go and at least wander the market, see what there is for sale, how much things
It's a lot
might
of
cost.
drugs being sold on the open market, a lot of unfortunately there's a lot of exploited labor being sold on the open market, exotic meats for carnivore races, it's pretty seedy down here.
I definitely, I use my shimmer weave to full armor, I want it to be known not to fuck with us, but I take off every single magistrate pin that I have.
Fair enough.
Me as well. Going from booth to booth,
You can
what
get.
kind of
Mhm.
any drugs? All the drugs.
Yeah, I mean all the drugs. They've got Tavish
only
spice.
wants
They've
one
got milk
thing.
of the poppy. They've got other exotic, crazy drugs that you've never heard of. Potions.
Okay, I'm sending you some things I'd like to buy. If you could let me
Jesus
know
Christ.
how
Okay.
expensive it would be.
This is IRL Tuna speaking right now, guys. I just want you to know that.
She definitely waits until, like, Evelyn's really distracted buying cigarettes or something, and she kind of slides off if she can.
Damn. That's because you know that I would protest Tavish Spice. It's fucked up.
Is that like meth?
Tavish, for those of you who may not know, Tavish spice is a very popular drug. It's a white mushroom that is ground into a powder and used to achieve like a stimulating upper effect, and in great doses it also serves as a hallucinogen. It makes you like trip out and hallucinate.
So it's Coke.
It's coke, but also if you take too much it's mushrooms. It's crazy
since
stuff.
She is, in her home, the land of mushrooms, she will probably pick up some Tavish spice as well.
What are the odds that she's gonna?
If you would
OD when she's
like,
there?
Tavish spice here is 1 gold a piece. So you could absolutely load the fuck up on Tavish spice. That shit is cheap as fuck here. As people have priced it to move. Like,
Could you put some on my character sheet, and then I'm going to just
how many?
100.
4.
You gonna sell them?
Let's just do 4.
Where are you on this map? What the fuck?
I'm not on the map.
Oh,
At least I haven't been able to find me.
sorry about that.
Drag your token onto the map.
It's because she was in the Underdark.
She's in the Underdark.
Land down under.
Also,
Alright, I will
how
add
much would
4. 1, 2,
milk of the poppy be
3,
here?
4. Milk of the poppy is 5 gold a piece here. Which is half off.
Yes.
You say yes like you know the price of it off the top of your fucking head.
I mean, this is not the first campaign.
They also have
I've
opium
done
hash.
Poppy.
Opium hash is the same price. It's
No,
the same
that was
thing.
this campaign.
Oh, you did it in the Bloodborne campaign too.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I
that.
think that was when I first introduced him.
Is milk of the poppy heroin?
Yes, it would be poppy milk, yeah. So you'd be, you'd be drinking it, which you can do, yeah. It's a traditional way of consuming it.
Well, guys, this episode's demonetized.
This episode is hella demonetized.
Well, I've already said meth, like half.
How much milk of the poppy do you want?
I
Or
just added
hash?
plan sheet. I'm good.
Yeah, you can't. I have to do it for you.
I already have it on my sheet. I can just increase
Oh,
the
okay,
number.
okay. Sorry. Yep, go ahead.
You're good.
No, apologize. No.
How much is a pack of Dottings and how much is exemplar tobacco?
5 fucking silver for a pack of Dottings here, and exemplar tobacco, same thing. It's crazy cheap.
I will use 4 gold to buy a split of that, and I have them on my sheet, so I'll just add it.
Go right ahead, buy as much as you want while you're here. You might not get it this cheap again.
Alright, I now have 8 packs of Dotting and 7 exemplar tobacco.
There's also cannabis here for the same price.
For the same price as the Dottings, or the same price as normal?
For it would be half off of the normal.
Okay.
Do they have any, like, crazy fucking alcohol that's, like, technically illegal?
I don't have anything marked up as an item, but I'm sure they do.
Can I get, like, a bottle of that so I can take it home to Taryn?
Sure, you can get a crazy bottle of like Underdark wine that's like 95% or something crazy. And we'll say it costs like 10 gold. It'll remove all your stress.
Holy shit, okay. I'll pay for it.
Oh,
That's crazy. Alright. Save that for when the next player character dies. I'm just kidding. I think that would be all she would be really interested in buying there.
I'm sorry, I just saw that you messaged me too. Now let me take a look.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you just sending me milk with the poppy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't want to say that out loud?
Trying to avoid it, but
Well,
I gave up.
a little late for that one. Sorry to bring it up again.
It's all good.
But eventually, I assume you guys make your way back to the. Good Lord. Everyone, I assume, at some point makes their way back to the house in L'Oreal. So we'll go ahead and we'll make our way back to the house in L'Oreal real fast, where you guys can have some time to reconvene, if you'd like, over the last couple days. Because there's people also gaining a little bit in median income gold through doing some odd jobs, helping in repairing the city, helping in cleaning up the gold, or the red jelly that had been dropped from Black Maw, and then also doing some general monster hunting, again, like you guys have a couple times before, for some money. If you guys did want to add any more money for that, now would be the time to do that.
Oh, Ren, do you wanna just have Evelyn and Taryn train by doing the monster hunting?
ooh. I mean,
My love, can you bring me a drink?
because I did add that to his, like, you guys training as a part of his schedule.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember. Thank you.
Because I feel like that would be a good way for them to train and also make money. And obviously it wouldn't have to be like an everyday thing. Some days we could just like train at the house and whatnot.
Yeah, that's what me and Yusuf did.
I also wanted to use some of the downtime I know, I think with Hazel, so we could get proficiency with alchemy, right? Or unless you didn't want to do that anymore, but
No, if there's time, yeah, absolutely.
which
I
will
believe
also
there
give
had
me-
been some time.
So.
We all were. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
At some point, I know, like, for most of the rest of it, Safia was volunteering to help clean up the city.
Yeah.
And having some lovely nightmares throughout. So
Mhm.
she's just,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
couple weekends. What do I need to roll for this?
You don't have to do any more. I think you rolled last time.
Yeah, you rolled a bunch last time, and I had to.
But Evelyn, you have
Not
to make some rolls if you
for-
participate in the cleanup.
Not rolls for the cleanup, rolls for
Red
the
jelly.
The
Just
nightmares that
something
come
about-
from touching the red jelly as you clean it up.
I think Evelyn would probably do the monster hunting and not the cleanup, because
So you
I
two
feel
would
like
be
not-
separated then.
not being able to see and having to clean up red jelly.
So does Evelyn
bad.
go with like some party of randoms to do the monster hunting?
I guess maybe
That would be assumedly what
Unless
you would do
someone-
unless you went
someone else
solo.
wants to.
I don't think anybody else did monster hunting. Unless I'm wrong.
Cole did.
Yeah, I did it with Yusuf.
Oh, right. So you could have gone with Yusuf and Laurel to do some monster hunting if you wanted.
I mean, sure, if that doesn't like fuck over some canonic crazy
No.
secret that was supposed to be held.
No,
Sure.
I don't think so.
Yusuf just taught me how to make, fire into water.
Oh, nice.
And you would have been there for it.
How about that?
I would have just been hitting shit with swords.
Doing a little bit of training.
Oh, thank God.
Did you need me to reset the gathering thing, or did you get as many gathering as you wanted?
I got 4 rolls, which is
Okay.
what you said that I could do. I
Sweet.
just rolled really shit on 2 of them.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, eventually we all get that summons from Severus that comes through your group chat feature, where he says, and it's his voice that comes through. You are all needed for another mission. Report to my office within the week.
Does he sound that passive aggressive?
Yep.
Probably not in trouble.
Probably, y'all.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I think before we go, I think it'd be a good time for us to talk.
I was gonna say, did we ever like get together and like talk about what actually happened?
I don't think so.
All right.
Family meeting.
Tuna, would you mind
I
doing
think
push
I had
to talk?
suspicions that was Laurel, but I don't think I ever got confirmation.
Family meeting.
Oh wait, I need to go to the family meeting room.
There's a dining room.
Tuna,
Hazel
can you hear
made
me?
apple cider for everybody.
Fuck, that's the wrong room. Oh my
Aaron,
god, my computer. Yes,
are you in the same room as Tuna?
I am not.
Mm,
She is a mile away from me right now.
that's okay.
Sure.
Ish.
Can you go push to talk, Tuna, please? Sorry, there's like a feedback, and I want the recording to be good. Sorry.
You're good.
Thank you. We love you. Thank you.
Yes, we do.
Everyone else does. Aaron does on occasion.
But yeah, I assume at some point there's kind of a gathering as everybody makes their way back to the house. But I don't want to force any roleplay or anything.
Family meeting.
Evelyn brings out her last bottle of fine red wine. Pours everyone glasses.
Why don't
Alright.
we do a game? Oh, go ahead.
No, you feel free.
All I was gonna say is why don't we do a game of what the fuck is up with that? I'm gonna start with you, Laurel. What the fuck was up with you freeing the fish?
Who says I freed the fish?
The fact that you escaped at the end of the fight and you lied to me?
Okay, I freed the fish.
Really?
Did we know the fish was gone?
No, not officially.
Not officially.
I think we rolled like deception checks or something. You rolled a deception check and I rolled an insight. I won, but I don't think I found out that it was a fish.
I don't think
How does
winning
God
that
wanna
roll
play?
then educates you to the entire context of what happened.
Yeah.
God, what's the ruling on this one then? How much did I figure out from my
What do you
roll
mean?
insight check?
We call that shit metagaming, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I rolled an insight check during the fight, that like after Laurel escaped, and Laurel had talked about wanting to free the fish, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you ever go to the workshop at all during the downtime?
she explicitly said that she freed the fish, so it's fine.
Okay, you know, I don't know how to play this. How do you want to play this?
I freed the fish. And no, I didn't go back to the laboratory. I talked to Dextra, but that's about it.
Does Dexter know?
Dextra knows, of course.
He's still fucking you? Damn. She must love you.
Question mark.
Mateo wouldn't know what that's like.
Damn.
Regardless,
But you haven't asked me why I freed the
yeah,
fish.
I was gonna ask like why, and like did you consider that it could be like really, really dangerous and really bad for you and bad for us?
Yes, and no.
All right.
I mean,
Or what?
Severus hasn't killed us yet. He probably knows, right?
Oh, he knows
I
I
would be
did it.
surprised if he didn't.
I used my key
assuming-
card to get into the building.
I assume it was when he like screamed in our ears. That was when you did it.
Yeah. So,
What were you thinking?
you know how I've been talking to this fish? It's been promising me a lot of things if I set it free. I did a thing where, Laura was gonna die, and we were gonna lose. So I set the fish free in return for saving Talora. I could have asked it.
How do you know Talora's safe? Talora's fucking gone.
Yeah, but up until that point, didn't you see what I saw?
No, I didn't see what you saw. Actually, no one's really explained it to me yet. I
Okay.
asked and you said, we see what you see. Nothing.
Well, okay, so Evelyn, come on. You asked us at the wrong time.
I'm sorry, most people narrate for me, but it was just a dead silence and I was like, okay.
We were all in shock. Okay, so, she was getting corrupted by the red jelly, and he was, dying, and then I went to talk to Mr. Fishy. Mr. Fishy said, I can have whatever wish I want, and I could have wished it for myself, and when I freed him, I could have done that, but I said, help Talora, because that's what I care about the most. And when I got back up there, the red jelly corruption was gone.
Yeah, because she fucking disappeared. She poofed
No.
away. She
It
died.
It was before that.
So what's with the poofing away in the dying? Explain that part to me, guys.
We know as much as you do, Evelyn. We literally saw what you saw. Nothing. It came in and it was gone. And they were both gone.
It was like a hand made of nothing, and they're both gone.
So when you
All right,
asked what's
y'all.
happening,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
you go ahead.
We're gonna do something interesting for once.
Oh? What
For
the
once.
fuck?
I need for you all to make me an Arcana check. We're gonna use the epic roll feature.
I don't think it's happening.
I'm gonna assume
Oh.
I have disadvantage on this, because I didn't see it.
This is about Cole making a wish spell.
Oh,
Oh!
nat 20.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Rolls
No,
an 8.
you must
Peeps.
stay.
No. Get back.
Oh no?
Victoria,
Damn.
that was cool.
That was cool.
We're gonna do that more.
I felt like we're all characters in a fighting game for a second there.
You literally.
Sophia, you're the first to notice that this kind of power that Laurel is speaking of so casually is something almost incomprehensible. As soon as that word is uttered, the wish, that's the kind of thing that you've only heard of, like, in stories. People having access to this kind of spell. And the rest of you, Taryn, you two with your nat 20, you know immediately that this kind of power is crazy. This is an insane amount of power. It's kind of puts into perspective for all of you, I assume, when you're explaining it, that these beings in this tank can cast the wish spell, a super high level spell, and are being cultivated to do such. The repercussions of this are pretty dire, as the wish spell is not to be fucked with. You guys don't really know, though, Sophia and Taryn. You can guess that the being was probably in the tank for maybe a year or so to be able to cast this amount of power, which is, in the grand scheme of things, pretty short.
Laurel.
You tell us this information?
I have a question for Laurel first.
Yes.
This fish. I didn't ever get a particularly good look at it, but did you notice, like, how it managed to do the things you asked it to?
Yeah. So it told me that it was it's an inner and outer spirit. It's both.
At this point, I think Sophia would probably explain what she knows about, like, the wish spell specifically, and, like, I've never even heard of anybody who could cast that. Like, it.
And I'm telling you, if I wanted to betray the magistrate to feed a fish and get whatever I wanted, I could have. But I wanted to save Toro. And that was the right thing to do. And if that hand didn't come down and swoop them away, I'm pretty sure we would have won.
Do we
I'm still
know
not-
if the hand was like an attack from one side over the other, or like a different third party, or the fish, or
You guys want to do another epic roll?
Fight.
Oh boy.
Religion
Oh,
check.
religion. Oh no.
I was, like, in a different room the first time the epic roll thing went off. What the
DM,
fuck was that sound?
DM, can I have advantage on this?
You can.
Oh wow.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
That
but
is unfortunate.
Safia, once again, you're on top of it tonight. You know that that was absolutely something more powerful than even Talora or a wish spell. That was a divine act. Something that came from another realm. The descriptions of it, you know, that you've read about in the papers have been as if the hand of God reached down, but that is the only thing that could be that immense in power, is a primordial. It seems as if in the dire moments of the world, the only explanation that can be given to it, and Evelyn, you can come to this conclusion pretty reasonably too, Thomas as well, that this was the act of not an ascended god, but someone more powerful than that. Not a wish spell, but somebody who grants the ability to cast a wish spell. It is as if a primordial, perhaps inner or outer, reached its hand down to snuff out battling children on the mortal plane.
I was gonna say it felt like a parent scolding children who'd been real bad for too long, and they just want them to sit the fuck down or they're gonna turn this car around. Shut up for once, you know?
Hazel is speaking like a woman who has children.
I don't have any children and I'm not gonna, but
That is the best description that I can give it to you. There were moments before that incident where it did seem like whatever Laurel did was turning the tide of battle. It did seem that up until that point, Laurel was beginning to mutate from the red jelly. Her skin had been burned and badly damaged. But once that happened, a regenerative force boosted her energy. So it does seem like, regardless of where, it seems like the fish went along with the rest of them, that there was that the wish spell that was used for good.
So, what do we think Severus is gonna punish us with?
Yeah, building on that, what are we gonna say to Severus? Are we I'm not a fan of throwing Laurel under the bus, but
I can throw myself.
we
under the
gotta
bus,
take
thank you.
responsibility for the action.
I mean, the point of being a group is we all take responsibility. Within reason.
I mean, I didn't ask you guys to, you know. I don't need you guys to lie for me or to help me out with it. I made the choice, and I thought it was the best choice for the magistrate, and I will always do what's best for us.
Yeah, we're not gonna. But Laurel, this man would kill you if he knew the fucking truth.
Well,
I think he
kill me, it's
does know
fine.
the truth,
I
doesn't
mean, I think you're gonna tell him the truth, right? Like, you tell him what you just told us, and like we'll have your back. You know.
I'm pretty
mean-
sure he already knows.
he? Lying would be more nails in the coffin at this point. There's no
it
way
would not
that
be
man
a
doesn't
smart
know.
idea.
Yeah. They know, Severus knows everything that goes on within those walls, whether he's there or not.
I mean, I've told the same thing to Dextra. I'm pretty sure Dextra has told him. So it's like
Yeah.
not like it's not like he doesn't already know how I feel or why I did it.
I know.
And I'm pretty sure he could just, like, you know, probe into my mind whenever he wants to because of these little gadgets.
I'm just scared with reason of this man.
It's like not like I'm hiding anything. Like, hear all my thoughts, you know, I want to hear them. My parents didn't think it was a bad thing. They said I did the right thing.
Moral of the story: when Severus tears you a new one, will be behind you.
Thank you.
Hazel
glad
just
you
put
guys-
the hedgehog in her lap.
I'm glad you guys see it my way.
Oh, didn't say that. I disagree with your decision on many grounds. But
Laurel, just
You
next
can't
time,
do
can you
it.
give us a warning?
I didn't have time.
Just like when you run off, be like, "Hey, I'm gonna go do something stupid," and then like, you know, it's okay.
We support
God, how
stupid.
many-
It's not like I snuck away.
I mean, it's always sneaking away from me, but
God, are there those backpack leashes in this universe? We got those, one of those.
have one of those for Eddie. Just attached to like a little leather jacket.
Let me adjust our calendar. I haven't done that in a while. Let's take a look at the calendar. We are fully into winter. It is Friday, the 5th of winter. A breezy winter day. Kind of around, well, a little over half a year since our party has met each other. 7 months in real time. Like, I'm just saying to give you guys like context, like around half a year, a little over half a year. You guys have known each other, been traveling together, built a house together. Not built, but got a house together. A long time. In no time short, it'll be a year.
Damn. What session number is this, by the way, as well?
33.
Jesus.
Damn.
This is session 33.
Feel old yet, y'all?
No.
Constantly, yeah.
This is why you say you guys want a forever campaign. This has been a forever campaign. What do you mean? No, I'm joking.
This is the forever campaign.
I love every second of what we've done. But yeah, I don't want to rush anything. If you guys want to keep talking and discussing things, you can. I'm going to run to the bathroom. But otherwise, whenever you guys want to get to the discussion with Severus, that's the next part. You guys can feel free
When
to
you
keep
come
talking.
back, I did have one question,
Yeah, sure.
but I'll ask it when you come back.
Hey, Tuna,
Yes.
do you think we should talk to Willin about the magistrate helping out North Azure before or after we talk to Severus?
Probably after, just because I think Severus is gonna be mad, and I don't think making him wait is a great idea.
Fair. I'm pretty sure he just said to come by the end of the week, though, right?
Yes. Yeah, he gave us a time frame.
Okay.
Hey, Sophia.
Hmm.
Hey, I noticed you had one of those like really cool like shield things.
Oh yeah. So at some point, as like we're going to Severus or like after this meeting, she kind of pulls you aside and is like, "Hey, just why don't you hold on to this? I have a feeling you just might need something covering your back."
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that because I'm running out of hands.
Yeah. That's not a problem I have, so here you go.
Luna's about to fucking die.
Probably.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Tuna has the best shield here. It's me.
Called plot armor, bitch.
It's called.
I am back
Here,
whenever.
Let me roll a d8 and add it to your armor class.
What was your question, Thomas?
All right, so, what are the chances I could have done some combat training with Steven?
Make me 3 animal handling checks.
Oh god. You guys are gonna wake up and I'm gonna be petrified in the backyard.
Yeah. Can any of us cast Greater Restoration?
No.
I mean,
Okay.
We know
Okay.
somebody who can.
Yeah,
It's
you
pretty good so
do
far.
pretty good to weaponize your flash.
2 more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no,
Okay.
Oh.
no,
Close.
I'll help that one. I'll help that one. Can I have been there to watch and laugh?
What? How's that helping?
Just Trinket, can I have been there and love to watch and laugh?
That's up to Thomas.
I mean,
Thomas?
I guess. Would that? Oh, okay.
You do take the risk of,
Oh no, it's a 10.
You fail that one.
Okay.
Worth a
But
shot.
luckily,
Go for it.
you close up for the day. You know, don't push things, and you're fine.
Okay.
And then on a different day, you come back to do another training.
1 more.
That one.
10. Okay.
It's another 10.
It's oh wait, what? It's a new day, right?
It's a new day.
Amazing. 12.
The dice are telling a story. And they will
This
not have
thing
you
is a
this time.
wild animal. It's
He hasn't
really
attacked me,
hard.
though, right?
He doesn't attack you, but it's very clear that this thing has, as far as you are concerned, a fairly low intelligence. It
This
doesn't.
is fine.
It can't really tell the difference between friend and foe.
Well, not that part, but I was gonna say same.
This is fine. Oh, okay.
If you point this thing at someone, open the
Please, that's my new
cage,
devil.
and maybe install a little mechanism that pokes Steven, you could create a flashbang.
This is literally the fucking Tasmanian
A
devil.
living flashbang.
A living flashbang.
But that's also kind of like torture.
Yeah, that's
Kinda.
like super inhumane, but.
I mean,
you
as
know.
long as you let him out every once in a while.
Y'all are talking about the person who's making fucking poison gas. Don't
What was
tell
it you
him
said
about
last week?
inhumane.
Time to be a war criminal? It's been
Yeah.
long enough. Time to just get that out of the way.
They're morals, anyways, right? Who
But,
needs them?
Losers.
What can I say? I threw the baby one off.
I
the
mean-
train, so
Yeah.
You did, yeah, you super
Your
did.
boss is a bad guy, so.
Yeah, I mean, look at what he did to that dragon, right?
Yeah, that was super fucked up.
yeah,
Was
I just wanted
it?
to kill him.
I don't know.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should talk to Severus on how to tame your monster better.
Absolutely
Or
not.
Danny
I would not.
Dragon.
I would absolutely not trust Severus within 5 feet.
I mean, if it's animal handling, Hazel is probably pretty good for that. She's got a +6.
Oh,
She knows
yeah.
a thing or two.
When you've seen a thing or two.
Yeah. I've seen some shit.
I am also a ranger.
But yeah, that was my only question.
Okay. Was there anything else that anybody wanted to do before we conclude our downtime and we head to our conversation with Severus?
I think at some point before the conversation with Severus, we wanted to go talk to Willen. Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
Just to see what.
Also, do we want to buy some drugs for our conversation with Severus and go in there high balls?
That'll just be me personally, not Evelyn, but me. But yeah, no. I think just Evelyn and Safia, though. I mean, other people are welcome to come, but it doesn't like concern the whole group. So.
Evelyn and Safia are doing what? Sorry.
I want to talk to Willen.
Right. Yeah, he's very busy. I assume you just, like, stalk the Amethyst Palace until you find him, because you know he's a member of the Seven now.
Yeah. Or, I mean, if he's got, like, an office,
Make me a survival check. He
Survival?
Yeah, the rare survival check in a city.
I like persuasion.
Can I get
like
advantage because I know him so well?
Sure.
You as a player know him well, it's Evelyn.
This tracking people is a survival check.
That's a
Fair
12.
enough.
At least it wasn't the 1. That's 12.
Do I need to roll?
You might as well.
Okay.
Might do better than 12.
I might.
We'll see.
Hey,
Ooh!
that's 12.
Yeah.
Why me, Mateo?
Safia, you managed to navigate the Amethyst Palace and catch him. You know through, one of your sources that the room where the Seven meet. And so you guys basically just wait outside until Willen walks out and kind of ambush him at one point. Howdy, what can I do for y'all tonight? Sorry, I'm a little busy.
We can schedule a better time if you need.
No, now's fine. I'm all right. I'm off for the night. He kind of checks his pocket watch.
Well, I hate to make you think about work, but you're like super important now.
He smiles.
I mean, not that you weren't important before, of course.
It's like extra important.
Just like extra now. I was wondering.
Man, I keep saying it. It's really stroking my ego.
I was just wondering.
I really like that.
I could maybe request some additional magistrate troops sent to North Azuria.
Troops.
I mean, maybe not troops. But
Like you want like a little foot soldier group to fucking follow you around?
No.
That's funny.
Not me. I just I've heard that the crime there has gotten a lot worse lately.
Right.
It could potentially be a vulnerable point.
You think we should send some people over there?
Just send some people to help out.
We were building like watch posts or something over there.
Yeah,
You think we should put more port security or something?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
I think it was like a political issue or something.
Yeah, the halflings are not too pleased with the magistrate right now.
Maybe they'll be nicer now that we won the war.
I think maybe trying to work with the locals about a good solution.
I mean, aren't like you a local there?
I mean, I could be a representative for something like this. That could happen.
He kind of like shrugs. Would you like want to do that?
I mean, I'm not like looking to be stationed there. If that's
I could give you like I could give you like a really fancy piece of paper, and you like walk over there and you say, this is a magistrate. We're here to do peace negotiations. I'm a lady who's from the area. I see how bad the drug problem's gotten, and I want to chat with you. I mean, if anybody is more positioned to speak on this issue than anybody else, it's kind of like you know.
I mean, that would be cool. Yeah. Sorry.
You think you and your crew would be all right with that?
Oh, I mean, like, it could just be the two of us.
I mean, I can write you a fancy piece of paper if you want to go chit-chat with, oh, God, I'd have to get you a list of names. I don't know any of them personally. Never been down that far.
It doesn't have to be like right now. I mean, we're gonna go talk to Severus and get our next duties as well. Yeah.
As you say that, walking from the same room as Willen is your boss, Severus, who kind of gives you guys a little look and keeps walking with Dextra.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna meet with him soon too.
Right.
Our next tasks, but you know.
Well, for your sake, I hope it's not as often as I gotta meet with that asshole. And you see Severus kind of turns around and he basically just gives Willen a look. And Willen sticks out his tongue. Love you, buddy.
I think we just wanted to approach someone a little more gentle with this request. It speaks very close to home for us both.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I can look into it. I can look into it. I am but one of 7, though it is a privileged position. I am still one of 7.
But
man, do these folks like to argue.
The coolest of the 7, though.
Man, do these fuckers like to argue.
But this should be like an easy, right? We can all agree. That
Y'all thought I was going gray before? He points at his hair.
oh.
Willen is starting to go a little gray.
Does he still have like any like bestial-esque look to his face? From
A little bit.
From all the fucking.
Maybe a
blood and
tiny bit.
everything?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate all you've done to help us in our journey, and you know we're there to help you as well. We can't like swear loyalty to you because Severus will just nuke our brains, but
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But like, if you ever need anything, you can always call.
I'll keep that in mind.
And like, as long as it's not, you know, then you know.
What?
Betray Severus, as long as it's not betray.
Right.
Because I can't legally do that without my brain exploding. So.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I don't know. I think, well, I'll let your own boss be the bearer of news, but
Yeah, we're gonna get a really shitty detail, I'm sure.
yeah, about that. You going to Ludwig's retirement party? It's next Friday.
I probably should.
Yeah, you should for sure. Ludwig's retiring.
I heard a lot of people are, right? Not just him.
It's not just him, but it's a couple of people. Yeah, they're having their little retirement thing. War's over. He gives you jazz hands. But there's still shit to deal with. He gives you finger guns. That's my new slogan. You like that? You like that?
It's a good one.
Still shit to deal with.
Oh my god, I love
You think it's a little too crass? I don't think the Herald will like it too much.
I don't really-
Honestly, if you ask me, fuck radio. I don't care.
Amen to that.
Uptight cunt.
Lily's alright though. I know you're not a big fan, but I like her.
Oh, I like her. She's fun. She's the future of journalism. Gotta keep them spry. It's not that I don't like her. It's just that, like, you know, when a 9-year-old comes to me asking for, you know, government secrets, we typically don't give the nuclear codes to the 9-year-olds.
Gave them to me when I was 9.
Yeah, I would say, wait, can we have the codes? We're not 9.
Well, it seems like to me that y'all executed Plan B.
I don't know about we.
We's a big statement.
Look, there was a couple plans. One of them was utilizing whatever the fuck was in that your boss's backup plan.
That was actually on the list of things.
It was, yeah. That was the one we couldn't talk about because we knew that y'all might fuck it up.
Oh my god, Laurel's gonna be so happy. To
But
hear
you
that.
did it, so you know, like, I'll give yourself that one, I guess.
Yeah. Is it bad if we like do stuff without asking permission? Like that was bad, right? Or was it?
I
not
think
bad?
y'all did great. And he pats you on the head. He has to reach up to do it.
I don't know if that motherfucker can even reach.
He has to reach up to do it on his tippy toes.
Cast
I think y'all did
yeah.
great. When the city needed you the
Ask him what
most,
happened to my boss.
you stuck it out. You know, at any moment, there could have been red jelly falling from the sky, covering us all, turning us into crazy mutant tentacle beast looking monsters that ate each other's flesh until the world ended. But fortunately, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
He kind of has that Vietnam stare.
Oh god. Oh god.
I felt that one. Well, hey, it's a good thing it didn't. I'm really glad
Right.
that you're okay and that you got a promotion out of
You
it.
want to know what the good news is?
There's good news.
The only thing that was resting beneath this city was Black Maw. He's gone now. Isn't that great? Last time I found some crazy shit living underneath the city, it was a lot worse than that. Well, I don't know about a lot worse, but like 3 times the problem.
How'd you handle it?
Killed them all. Well, turn one against turn one against the other, and then left one for dead.
Okay, that's more accurate. Well, I think we kind of did similar.
Right, but you know the crazy thing is gonna be though, you know that there's like 11 more god cities in the world. He kind of rubs his temples.
Because a crazy god on.
Or well, 10 other than the ones that we talked about.
I think there's more gods under them.
Well, considering that Yarnum had something crazy happening underneath it, and unfortunately Laurel also had something crazy underneath it, and you know, other god cities, I can name 3 of them, and he holds out his fingers. Yin, Solara, and Cephas have also been corrupted by some crazy shit at one point or another. One could assume that there's some kind of connection between the god cities and the gods. One could assume. I mean, I don't mean to ruffle any feathers or anything.
Now that sounds like an adventure.
Well, why don't you just, you know, go on and have that conversation with your boss there, buddy?
What do you say, Sophia? We go waken all the gods around the world.
Could keep us busy for the afternoon, maybe.
That sounds like a good idea. Well, thank you, Willen. I really appreciate you making that letter so we can try and work with.
Right, I'll get that to you in a couple days, and whether or not you want to do it, you know, like, well, I guess I could send some people on detail, some smooth talkers, but I think that's really a role for you, darling.
I think maybe we do a little bit of both, you know?
I think you're uniquely
Probably.
positioned.
I think maybe I go, but I also maybe when we do go, we take 10 extra guards.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Get you a little command. You can feel like a little boss, telling what to do and stuff.
You hear that? We're in charge now.
Right, you're you know, starting to be don't let anybody get you down. You know, you could whoop some ass if you really had to. You held your own. You held your own in the most quintessential battle in the long war. And he kind of holds his hand out and gestures triumphantly.
We sure did.
You sure did. And that witchy girl makes a damn good pot roast.
Yeah.
That was what it was, right? Pot roast?
Yeah. It was a beef stew. Yeah.
Beef
same
stew,
thing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Makes
Basically
a
the same thing.
damn good
Wanted-
beef stew.
We'll make sure to have you over again when you have some free time.
Right. Or, you know, maybe for the retirement feast, you know, just potluck, right? Bring something by.
I'll mention it. Next Friday.
It's gonna be a good time. A lot of old people, but it's gonna be a good time. Reminiscing on the good days. You know, y'all know Ludwig's like he's like old, like fucking ancient. He's like an old motherfucker.
No wonder he's always so grouchy.
Yeah, well, I swear, you leave it to a glamour magic person to, you know, not show their age. I don't know. I think there's something to be learned.
From that? Or from...
I mean, I've spent a lot of good nights drinking with Ludwig. It's got a lot of good stories to tell.
Thought you hated Ludwig.
Everybody hates Ludwig.
Fair enough.
They could make a movie about that, or maybe like a show.
Everybody hates Ludwig.
It's kind of his character trope. He's insufferable. But he's also, you know, a little bit lovable at the end of the day.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
There are worse people.
I do wish he, like, would ask me to play any game that's not chess, though.
He likes chess. I don't know what to tell you, bud.
Like, I can't see. I'm not gonna be good at chess.
Well,
What do you think he's been doing in his retirement?
why don't you get some fucking eyes then, buddy?
Well, boss is mad now, so it might be harder, but we'll try.
You can't see, but he gives you a weird look. He shakes his head.
What, do you, like, know somebody that can just, like, give me my eyes back? Has this been, like, a secret that everybody just has in their back pocket the whole time?
I mean, Severus is a guy who can give you your eyes back.
It's like not my eyes. It's gonna be weird, mechy eyes. It's fine. I'll do it.
You want it done? You want it done? You want it done? I'll get it done for you. Look, I got mystical magical powers. If you want somebody to come over here, cast some kind of greater restoration on them little peepers of yours, I can get it done. On the house for the beef stew. Probably. I don't fucking know.
I mean, if that works, that's great. I'm down to try it.
He snaps his fingers.
I'll help make the most.
No, he snaps his fingers, and he has an assistant now. What's up, Willin? Can I help you? This, like, kind of young human girl asks. Yeah, you got, like the big restoration. Yeah, I mean, we can like go get one. We got those. You need one? Who's hurt?
I mean, hurt's a different word, but.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Like, mostly it's for like diseases.
Yeah, I mean, I'm blind. We want to see if
looking for is disabled.
we want to see if it can make me not blind.
We might need a bigger spell than that. Well, can you get it done? I mean, I don't see why not. Anything for you, Mr. Ravensurge. He kind of gives you the elbow. See, I ain't used to that. Isn't that weird?
I mean, I basically, like, just fucking told you that, like, 5 minutes ago.
What, they'll do anything for me?
I mean, I was like, yeah, literally anything but the one thing that will literally terminate my brain. You know? But it's cool. I get it. She, like, chuckles and kind of elbows him a little. She kind of crouches down, so she makes her not to elbow him in the head.
You just wang him right in the temple.
So there's a number of ways that blindness can be cured. One of the ways is the regenerate spell,
Let's think of this out.
which can be cast on you at any time if you want it to happen.
I mean, that sounds cool.
Laurel's got that power too.
You can cast regenerate.
You have 7th level spells? I was about to say, what the fuck, we're level 8? I know
the fuck
sorcerers
do you
are
use
crazy,
spells?
but like, what the fuck? I'm just kidding. Wow.
Yeah, this, if you want, this lady kind of steps forward and she says, well, I mean, I can do that for you.
I mean, that'd be really cool. That was like the whole reason I joined the magistrate, was to hopefully find and be useful enough to someone that could do this. So that would be really cool. Because I really don't want mechanical eyes. That sounds
She reaches her hands out to you. Do you take them?
scary. Yeah.
What's gonna happen when she sees Safia for the first time?
Sophia
Oh
puts a
my
bag
God.
over her head.
Can you? It'd be funnier if you'd be like, "Oh my God, you're short."
She
Sure,
rides
no?
on my shoulders. I know that much.
Oh, I thought you were.
It takes a few minutes. As she stands here and she holds them. She holds you, your hands, and channels a magic through you. And it's actually one of those moments of revelation of, man, why did I wait so long to do this? Kind of moment. As your eyes heal in a mere instant. After 20 years of darkness. A majestic moment for any person who's experienced blindness. A literal miracle. Color and light and sight for the first time. The first person that you see is, I would assume, Safia.
There's a bag over my head.
What? She like reaches out. What the fuck are you wearing?
Oh, that's
How
what
do
she
you-
always wears.
She lifts it up. She lifts it up. What are you fucking doing, silly?
As the bag comes off her head, she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize that came off."
You're a goober.
she just looks at you as like, "But can you see that I'm a goober?"
Of course. She like reaches. She
no
reaches
more blind
down.
jokes.
She reaches down and she like boops you on the nose, like super accurately. Like normally she hits your cheek or something, but just like right on the money this time.
Damn, I can't make fun of you for always missing.
I mean, I'm sure it'll still happen.
Probably.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to get used to everything being like kind of bright.
Does it look like how you remember it?
Well, the room's not swaying,
Fair enough,
so we're definitely not on a boat.
as far as you know.
Maybe boats have changed a lot.
They have. It's been a very big 20 years for.
I hear they
Oh.
fly now. I gotta see that.
Well, let's go try and find one. If we were like walking outside, would we normally see one? I don't know how common they are.
Yeah. I don't want to undersell things or anything and ruin your RP moment, but Evelyn, I do believe that this is the first time that you have ever seen anyone in the party. Specifically, Safia. Seen their faces for the first time. Seen what they actually looked like. Other than felt them.
You know, I knew that you were short, but you're actually taller than I thought.
Wow. That's so mean.
You know what? I'll take it as a compliment.
Like sometimes when you're riding on my shoulders, I forget that you and Eddie like aren't the same, but like you're much bigger.
Eddie is now useless as well.
If you Your bird weighs the same amount that I do, bud. You might need to put him on a diet.
Well, ever since I got this new belt, everything feels so light.
Oh, that's fair.
Like I could just like casually walk around with 400 pounds now. It's crazy.
Man's not metagaming at all.
There's like this magical limit to my strength that I know the number of.
I mean, yeah. In real life, I know the limit to my strength. I go to the gym. The squat rack can only go so high before I don't come back up.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
You can definitely tell that Safia is like just staring at you, waiting for you to be like,
You're ugly.
yeah, like some sort of reaction. She's just staring, like, okay, where are we going? Just waiting.
You keep looking at me like that. What do you want me to say? She pokes you on the forehead.
I don't know, something that you forgot the sky was blue. I don't know.
The sky's blue.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
That's
We
crazy.
can't see the sky. We're inside, but I don't know. You're gray. And gray.
I am.
And cute.
No. You're tolerable.
Yeah.
Victoria.
That's
No, you know, honestly, fair. My hair, never taken care of. You know.
No, you're adorable too. It's just weird. I don't know. What am I if I'm not your CNI dog?
Oh, let's see. My best friend.
Mm.
Someone who's gonna travel the world with me forever.
Do I have to?
I mean, if you don't want to, yeah.
I could tolerate it.
And at this moment, Laurel pulls out 2 rings and goes, "Would you guys like these?"
You just randomly appear in the fucking.
In the scene.
Pops out of a bush.
Laurel's just watching you.
Well, I hope that that helped.
Yes, thank you.
Didn't
so
want to
much.
ruin the moment or anything.
Thank you so much. This is incredible. I really want to go outside. If that's not too much to ask, I want to see everything. I want to see everyone.
He gives you a scan, like, you know, he gives you a dismissive, like, run off kind of motion.
Right before she does, while his arm is kind of extended out a little bit, she like sneaks in for a really tight hug and then she runs off.
Ew.
He'll accept it for a second and laugh.
Ew, that I fucking hugged Willin? The fuck?
Their own character.
You should be hugging Ludwig.
Fuck that loser. She grabs Safia's hand and
Motherfuckers will be like, yo, Ludwig was a cocky asshole 210 years ago. Ugh, we should hate him. I'm joking. You really gonna judge somebody for something that they did in their 90s when they're 305? Like, come on. Cancel culture these days. I'm joking.
Is he really that much better?
I mean, he's 200 and something years older.
But he still feels the same.
Still the same guy. Running characters, am I right?
As they're leaving the room, Safia like turns to Willin and the woman who cast the spell and just like mouths thank you.
He gives you a thumbs up.
So, where are we heading first?
Well, to see everyone, of course.
Ugh, but they're boring.
Damn, I gotta know what everyone looks like. Especially, I gotta know what Terran looks like. Because everyone describes Terran as like a rock, and he feels kind of like rocky, but like, what does that look like?
Like a rock.
That can't be true.
He's a rock. He's a mountain.
Also, does Mateo look as dumb as he sounds?
He does, but I mean, it's really like, it just fits perfectly. You'll see. You'll see.
Alright.
Mateo's a hottie. Don't even.
With his little night vision goggles.
I assume you all reconvene again.
Yeah, we can be.
Yeah. Go back to the house.
Everyone, I can see now. Everyone line up so I can judge you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Hot or not.
We're gonna play a game called Hot or Not.
I'm gonna play a quick game called Smash or Pass.
Mateo, pass.
Mateo, pass. Mateo's like, I'm not even there yet.
Mateo's gonna cast Disguise Self on himself and make himself look quick.
The Giga Chad.
Yeah, he's gonna do Giga Chad, yeah.
No, do Sophia.
I'm gonna do fucking, what's it called? The 3-card Monty with Sophia. Just, like, keep swapping. Which one's the real Sophia? You don't know.
Well, how tall is your character?
Me?
Yeah.
Like 5'10", 5'11". He's short.
Is Sophia 4'10"?
No, she is shorter than that.
So, I would know who's who because you'd still be taller. You can only shrink your height by a foot. Huh.
Fuck.
You're like, I'm safe.
That could have worked in the past, though.
I feel like you could have told the difference with the heights. I don't know. Maybe
Was
not.
there anything else that anybody wanted to do before we had our conversation with Severus?
Yeah, could we do another quest before Severus? Entire quest line.
I didn't expect that to go so long, I'm sorry. I didn't
It's
expect
fine.
to clear my blind list during that. I was just like, hey, my second mom was complaining about crime. Let's see if I can help with that.
And then real quick, fix or change a major part of your character that you've been trying to achieve since they started.
Like, y'all ball with the Gatsbys, like.
We made a big step up last mission, you know?
I mean, that was her goal, was to eventually feel important enough that
You stood in the face of death with the magistrate. Like, that amount of dedication cannot be rewarded with anything short of money and sight. Like,
Yeah. Very
Willen
cool.
realizes that you all are valuable assets and wants to keep you around.
Also, I just realized that you removed the...
I did?
That was so fast.
She's tired of you complaining about it.
I haven't been complaining about it. What do you mean?
But does anybody have anything else?
I do have a question. At
Sure.
some point during the break, I did fail this addiction saving throw for Milk of the Poppy.
Oh shit.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah?
So, I was reading the mechanics. I think I'm reading it wrong, but maybe I'm not. So I need to re-roll an addiction saving throw every night now.
Every time that you consume it. You failed the first addiction saving throw, so I'll say that moving forward, we're gonna have some issues with substance.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. We'll role play it a little bit, but
Okay, sounds good.
I won't do anything just quite yet.
I know the
About to raise our
But
hand.
thank you for reminding me of that.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that was no
So
good.
as you pointed this out, we have a murderer, a potential murderer, a potential drug addict, a potential loose cannon, a whole person,
A war criminal.
And a
war
former spy.
criminal, and a former spy. Yeah. Seems
I think it's a good party makeup.
And they all work
Oh,
for
and
a
witch.
bigger war criminal.
Don't forget a witch as well.
The
Like,
biggest one.
No, she's the potential murderer.
And then there's Taryn, the only
don't know
good
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Then there's
Based on
Taryn.
what
What
shit.
the fuck?
I'm joking.
I'm so good.
You guys want to go talk to Severus?
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Hey,
Please
if you
don't be
were to
nasty.
dunk Severus in water, would he be okay?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to check.
Puts water bottle back.
He's
in the
literally Rick Sanchez. He's thought of everything.
Okay. Oh, guys, that means he has like a He just has a barrier in front of him at all times.
You wouldn't know if he did try and punch him. Pussy. No, I'm joking.
In Rick and Morty, they tested by shooting at each other.
You should try it.
Thomas, I volunteer you. No, I'm just kidding.
What am I
Thomas,
being
I
volunteered
choose
for?
you.
Oh, to shoot Severus.
Had to try.
Absolutely not.
I bet he would find it admirable. I'm not even gonna lie. If you were to just like shoot him, he'd just be like, "Good try, bud." Shit's not gonna work. All right. You're all summoned by Dextra. You know who kind of is like, okay, are you guys ready? You're all ready. We can do it today. If you're all ready.
Kind of rip the band-aid off?
Yeah. She gives you a smile. Look, at least you got another mission.
How mad is he?
1 to 10, like an 8 de-escalated to a 6 for you. And she smile. She sends a smiley emoji in the chat.
Oh shit.
And if you were to guess, who among us is the favorite of his, so they can talk to him?
The favorite? God damn, like. I mean, y'all were in here the other day talking about some crazy inventions, so. He likes Thomas.
Thomas, you're standing in the front.
Thomas is dead.
I think maybe we put like Laurel and Mateo in the back.
What did I do?
Existed.
Bro, you come in here the first time, got someone killed on the other side of the planet.
Oh yeah, that did
That was
happen.
a bad guy. In my defense.
Doesn't that make you a bad guy?
I
We're
got
all
a bad guy
guys
killed.
here.
That makes me a good
Hold
guy.
on. We're all bad people here. What do you mean?
I ain't done shit. You guys know.
They welcome you into the Imperial
Are we gonna
Workshop.
forget about the Crab Island?
What'd I do on Crab
Oh.
Island? Nothing.
We murdered innocents
Oh,
on
that was
island.
Mateo. That was all Mateo.
No, that was
Uh,
Thomas.
Debatable. I did partake in murdering innocents. It was fun.
It was fun. Thomas 2K24.
Laurel's gonna walk in first, and then I'm gonna go up to like the stage and just kneel in front of it.
I'm sorry, Father, for I have sinned.
You are welcomed into Severus's workshop. It looks newly renovated, very clean. I mean, Thomas, you've been here recently, but the rest of you, it looks new and cleaned, like something bad happened and it was cleaned up after. There is a fish in the tank, however, much, much, much smaller.
You got another one.
You walk in, that's what you say?
Oh,
Let's draw focus to the reason he was furious.
very quietly to the rest of the group, but not to him.
In the group chat. Just
Not in the group chat.
He's in the group chat, isn't he?
I didn't say it in the group
Yeah.
chat.
Severus is sat at the end of his office, once again looking at the stars, pondering. Dextra is here running a few experiments of her own. She kind of straightens herself up and dusts herself off as you come in. Oh, the quill.
Curtsy.
Curtsy, yeah.
Finally decided to take my message, huh?
We just wanted to make sure we were prepared. We didn't, so we could set off immediately on whatever it is you have us doing.
That desperate to regain my favor, huh? He goes about his research. He cranks the big arm that moves the telescope.
We just want to be part of the team.
And so you were.
Pestilence?
On one of the most important nights of the battle. Of the war, even.
Mr. Lockmore, if I may address the elephant in the room,
No.
I think
Do.
we would all like to profusely apologize for the actions of our comrade during that battle.
I stand up and I go, I'm not apologizing for that.
Yeah, actually, on further reconsideration, apologies don't really seem necessary.
You
Just trying to
acted
say the right
erratically.
thing here, yo.
It was not your place to make the call that the time was made. That was my place. My project. My months spent curating.
You know, when Plan A fails, Plan B sounds like the best resolution.
Fuck do you know about a plan B? He slams his hand down on the table.
Oh, shit.
If I may speak again, y'all, I think Severus is right. It was erratic, and it is his job to make the decision. He is the leader, and we should have listened to, and I apologize for the bad decision, as we should have known better and saw Laurel run off.
The least rational among you being the most rational. What does that speak to your composition?
That we weren't in a rational situation, perhaps.
Well, yeah, he's also the bootlegger.
He chuckles.
I'm just trying not to get y'all fucking killed, and I'm a bootlicker?
Yes.
Anyone but ours, of course. Sorry.
You.
I guess I should start by asking you all what you think the outcome of the battle was.
Alora's
draw.
dead.
I acted upon what I believe you would have done, and honestly, sometimes doing the right thing is justified. I wouldn't have done it. Feel like it would have swayed. I could have taken the power for myself, but I didn't because I care about the magistrate and everyone around me. Please don't be mad at me. Well, actually, be mad at me because I did ruin your shop.
It's going to take me another 8 months to grow one of those wishes.
That's 8 months of your infinite lifespan.
Eight months we may not have. Plan B could have been executed after the death of Talora. Or the fall, I mean. After the disappearance. Who knows if she's gone, if she's dead, if she's alive.
Well, I can't.
But
say
regardless, the wish was used.
that. I can say that he's still out there.
Yes, another threat.
He's not a threat.
He is a child. Among the stars now.
And children can learn.
What do you think that they will do? After so many of my colleagues have let such spawn go into the universe unkempt, what am I to do?
So he's not the first one to have been released?
No.
Have
What
any of
happened
the
to
other
the one
ones been a
before?
problem for you?
There have been many more ascended these days than anticipated. Perhaps it is a byproduct of the rampant acceleration of magical capability in the world. Perhaps it is negligence of the gods. Perhaps it is a great recycling of energy. I don't know. What I do know is that there are many more ascending these days than should be possible through the use of this substance we all know as red jelly. And lest we need another example of Talora and Black Moss fighting among mortals, I think something needs to be done. You as anomaly hunters will aid me in that.
Sending is in, like the gods did? Well, not the gods, but the... Is it the primordials?
It is our belief that the manifestation of the hand could be done by none other than a primordial themselves. Perhaps it was Laurel himself. L'Oreal. Or Luray, I mean. Perhaps it was Luray himself, come to aid his daughter. But perhaps it was for something far more sinister. And we need to be prepared for both. Which is why I am sending you all on a little investigatory mission. Severus looks directly at you, Evelyn, of which you can finally make eye contact.
Oh, yeah.
There's only one pirate I know. Well, bold enough to sail the boiling sea.
Is that where we're going?
Severus gives a little chuckle, and Dextra kind of looks to the ground. That's right. You're going to the Dragon Peninsula. The fallen city of Solara. He pulls down a like projector screen. Let's go to the lobby.
Got it.
Solara or Cephas?
Solara.
We're going to the original city.
When your boss hates you so much, they send you to your death.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hazel's like, is this a reconnaissance mission we're meant to come back from?
Quite certainly. Why, you have the best sea captain on the waves.
Can I listen? Can I insight?
Hey, don't doubt my mother.
Hold
Not
on.
you. It's him. It's him that she's doubting.
Hang on.
We're not doubting how
Oh.
good your mom is. It's more whether or not he intends for us to come back.
Yeah.
God.
Days, you came at a scary time.
What? Daze is here? Yo, I did
What?
not. I promise I did not summon him.
Lies.
This is scary. This is scary even to me. What is Daze planning?
Wrong time, Days.
Can the rest of you make your rolls?
Oh, hi, Days.
Oh, yeah, I'm stupid.
Hello.
Hello there.
We just got our orders. They're scary.
We're getting sent to our deaths.
No.
Most of our deaths.
A quick question for
Zakia,
Severus. Is this
can you make your roll?
Oh, fuck me. What am I rolling?
It should be up on the screen.
Insight check.
It's not, but I will roll an insight check.
You can't see the banner on screen?
I cannot, but I will refresh Foundry.
I can click it for you if you want.
Please do.
God, quick question for Severus.
Mm-hmm.
Is this an official Black Moth sponsored? No, not Black. Is this official magistrate sponsored mission, or are we not technically gonna be there? And if we get caught, we don't know you, etc.
You are all operatives of the magistrate.
Okay.
You may act as such.
As
You
long as
are
this
going
woman-
to the old continent, a place known now as what was, but known originally as the city of Solara. a god city. One doomed by the fall of its own peninsula in a natural cataclysm that happened around 1500 years ago. With your insight checks, Hazel, and specifically Taryn and Safia again, you all know that this is a very dangerous mission. This is to a place called the Boiling Sea, because the volcanic activity that happened there literally caused the peninsula to go, and now it's a giant smoldering boiling sea. You have to have a special type of boat to go there that protects the wood of your boat from literally being destroyed. One of the people who has such a boat is none other than Marianne Reed, captain of the Hellcat, and your girlfriend's mother, who it seems like Severus may have hired to aid you in your contract.
Yeah.
You also rolled really high on insights. You would also know that Evelyn looks a little confused, but really upset.
I mean, she definitely shares everything she knows with everyone. We're still with Severus, right?
Yeah.
So this mission, what exactly is your goal for us?
Reconnaissance. I have, well, come into the possession of some research that would, well, give us a leg up if it were to be acquired. You know that even in the ancient dragon city of Solara, not all dragons were on par with each other, right? Some were vassals to others. Even in amongst high society, not all dragons were equal. The Blackmail race themselves were a vassal to a more higher class of golden dragon who they served for a long time before fleeing when one of their, well, the daughter of a Blackmail had a vision of the doom of Solara and managed to get their family to flee to the grasslands, or to the Crownlands, I mean, before all of the doom happened. It is why there are still dragons ruling the world. If not for this single act, then I feel the war would not have happened, quite frankly. But I'm getting a little away from myself. Regardless, in the city of Solara, no one was above money. Even as it sits now, money then was an uncurable force. It was what ruled the world. It owned people, it owned provinces, it owned the world. And the dragons were the ones who owned most of it then. It is of my note that the ancient dragons of Solara may have known a little bit more about red jelly or what lied beneath a city than we initially knew. As all god cities are in dedication to one of the primordials, inner or outer, it would seem as if the city of Solara was bound at one point to a god of the outer faith that perhaps the dragons or the dragon race might have worshipped, and that there are artifacts that we have come in knowledge of that may be able to, well, command other dragon forces and sway them. You'll be going on a mission, however difficult, to the ancient dragon city of Solara, and perhaps Lunacia, if you have the time, to find me such ancient dragon artifacts that can be used against them. As missions to much more difficult parts of the world have been given to, and he kind of turns up his nose a little bit, more capable crews.
Alright. Ouch.
Yes, certainly the other captains willing to go through the boiling sea were all taken.
Should you not wish to sail with your own mother, another can be arranged.
That's not what I meant.
Insight check. Is that what you meant?
No, she meant because he was saying that there were better groups that were more well suited. And that's why he literally hyped up her mom right before announcing that she was going to be the one taking us.
He did say, I see no more fit a pirate to sail the boiling sea than Marianne Reed of the Hellcat, currently.
So where do we depart from? And let's talk payment.
The payment of the requisition of an item known as the Horn of the Dragon could be immense. Such a war-swaying item could never be priced. But for such a mission to the city of Solara, an expense that, might I add, many have perished trying to complete, and one could assume a stop in Crabtown to acquire your friend again.
Out.
Could pay somewhere in the 4 digits.
So 4 digits no matter what, and then a big bonus if we bring a horn.
He nods his head.
So 5,000 4 digits, or
He gives you a little look. Try more like 1,500. We're rich, but we're not that rich.
can you provide everyone in the party, including everyone on my mother's ship, with a ring of fire resistance? And then we'll deal with 1,500 after we return.
It can be done. The proper materials will be given. She's waiting in the port and has already made lists of things required for the expedition. Dexter gives you like a toothy smile.
So, you want us to go save somebody first and then bring them with us to...
This is only if it's your prerogative. I don't care what you do. You have a month to complete this endeavor.
I look over to Mateo. Do you want to save your friend?
Yeah, but what the fuck are we? How do we save her? Like, she was. When we left her, she was fucking toast. She was like a zombie or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know. Healers? Anybody have input?
I don't really care. Should you sail to the Summer Isles, should you sail to the Basilisk Point, the Basilisk Isles, I shouldn't care. You may do what you wish to prepare with such. You have been given a budget of preliminary money to acquire the goods necessary to do the endeavor. Handled by Miss Evelyn Reed. Or Miss Marianne Reed.
If we go to Lunacia, is it more money? Like if we go there too?
There is a secondary mission to the vault in Lunacia. Should you secure a nice amount of money or artifacts from there, there could be a bonus, yes?
Could be. Alright.
Lunacia, unfortunately, could be a little more, well, dangerous than Solara, given its outpost in the abyss, there is a little bit of a, well, even the Hellcat is subject to the wrath of other pirates, should you be pressed on the matter. The Black Kraken has been seen in the area.
Oh, fuck.
That is a pirate ship run by a group of cannibalistic pirates who your mom hates.
Oh, I thought this was like a genuine kraken.
They are known to summon krakens, or to have a kraken that follows them around.
Oh,
That's worse. That's not how it works.
If you look on the map, there's a pirate ship with a kraken down in the boiling sea. It is outlaw territory. There's no rules there. No laws to back you up. Even worse than the Stepstones. Your best chance, if you are caught in a sort of riptide, would be to sail to the Summer Isles. But
Do we have any allies on any of the ports on the Summer Isles that we could potentially, guarantee parlay with?
Yeah, if you had Brooke.
if you were to go to someplace like Botsanot or Tsenga, rendezvous points could be made, but this would be a costly endeavor.
Not necessarily speaking for that, but just like they're not gonna arrest us when we arrive in port, correct?
Correct.
Despite being on a
Yes,
pirate
correct.
ship?
Correct, yes.
Should we
The
also
proper
get
port
a
permits
scroll?
could be given.
I was gonna say, should we also get a scroll of teleportation so if shit really goes south, we have a way out?
You would abandon the Hellcat.
I was gonna say, I can guarantee you a lot of people ain't gonna abandon that boat.
Yeah, but I mean, the boat's fucking sinking. The Kraken's murdering us.
Your objectives and how you get to Solara is up to you. Should you sail to Old Gith and port in Old Gith and take a long hike into Solara, that could be a way to go. Should you sail the boiling straight into the abandoned ports of Solara, that is also up to your captain.
Other than the Crab King, do you know of any other potential threats in the Stepstones currently?
In the Stepstones, not really, but you're going to the Forgotten Lands. He kind of pauses himself. It's a land that is old, very old, abandoned, starkly run by anyone these days. If you make landfall on what was, you're on the same continent as the Dark Cities, places forgotten to time. It will certainly be a first for you all.
Have you been there?
Are you asking Severus?
Severus.
Once. Long ago. I wish I could say that I walked the great sand sea before it was what it is, but I have not. I have, however, set foot in the city of Cephas.
Same.
It is not as inaccessible as some would make you think.
Oh yeah, I know how to get there.
It's not all it's hyped up to be.
It is a very nasty place, full of very nasty people. But yes,
I mean, so is
you think a
Florida.
lot like your mother, Evelyn. as she's already requested a number of fire protection rings.
Well, yeah. I think I want to go there and get torched alive.
You can expect things like fireworms, boiling waters. Don't go for a swim, lest you want to lose your skin. Oh, and do make sure that you don't come back with grey rot.
What?
What?
Oh, like grey rot, stone skin? It's like a disease where like your skin turns into scaly rock.
I look
Wait,
at Taryn and
Yeah,
start
we
like,
all look at Terry.
knocking his arm.
Is he more susceptible or less susceptible to something like that?
It's a good question.
Let's not.
Maybe I'll pay you a
Yeah.
couple extra gold if you figure it out for me.
Let's call that Plan X.
No. Project X is what Thomas is working on.
Oh God. All right.
What is Thomas working on?
War crimes.
Fair enough.
Thomas,
I was like,
alright.
they are pretty-
Severus gives you a little, like, smile.
You cut out.
Well.
He gives a what?
A smile.
Ah.
Well, this is your next mission. I put you ever closer to your anticipated missions. What, all of you were expecting that you would go to see this?
Not necessarily, but I feel that it's
We were hoping.
in eventuality. What's the word I'm looking for here? It'll happen one day.
Eventuality.
There is a group.
I wonder if Yusuf's in that group.
Make an insight check.
Hey, I don't have disadvantage on these anymore. Still not good. 11.
Could be tasked to a pretty high ranking group of people.
Sounds like Yusuf to me. I bet my mom would know.
Days, are you still
They're
here?
close.
He doesn't know. I haven't told him.
Aw.
Well, I guess we go out to buy rations for a month-long journey.
You have a month to get this done. You could go talk to Miss Marianne Reed, who's in the port, about when you want to leave and what it's going to take to get this done.
Yeah, I got an idea for where we should land too.
If you'd
Going to
like
the
to
hike, or-
conclude our talk with Severus, we can do that. But I don't want to rush anything.
Cerberus would not be the type of person who could provide us healing potions, right?
Probably could from the workshop.
Cerberus, could we have some healing potions?
And some mana potions.
You have been allotted a ration amount of 3,000 gold for your mission, given to Miss Marianne Reed. What she should sequester with it is up to her.
Mom.
I know, but I'm just asking friend to friend, you know? Like,
That's not including our fire-resistant rings for the 7 of us, correct?
The rings were included in it, yeah. He basically is telling you that Miss Marianne Reed is in charge of acquisitioning the gear required to run her own ship.
That's fair.
Mom.
He's not giving us anything now.
boo.
Oh.
I wonder why.
And on the matter of the fish. Do that again, and I'll leave you for the crows.
I think that's.
He's the one who does it.
On the way out, guys, on the way out, I'm gonna send a sending to the fish.
I swear to
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Oh,
Cast a counterspell.
God.
Severus casts counterspell.
It was a joke. It was a joke, guys.
it was not. Um,
He seemed upset, y'all.
Can't
Huh.
imagine why.
I thought that
think
went
he's
great.
fine.
Yeah, I thought that went great.
I mean, I think it could have definitely gone a whole lot worse. He didn't explode our brains. He
Listen,
decided that we're useful enough that we can have the
Go
chance
on.
to kill ourselves instead.
I'll say we're
Listen,
useful enough to
he-
go on a suicide mission.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I don't feel like this is a suicide mission.
What makes you say that?
Cephas was the suicide mission.
Yeah, but the people go to Cephas are
Oh,
probably being paid
God.
50,000 gold each and
Freak.
outfitted with like legendary gear.
Yeah, but
To
they're
die.
like, they're like legendary people already. We're not quite there. We're getting stronger. Maybe after this we'll have a dragon's horn and we can... I don't know what that's gonna do. Shout them down to the ground or something.
Find
What
20
does it-
single
what
dragons
does
in
it-
our area.
But, this seems like a fun mission.
Evelyn,
know
are
about
you
you guys.
nervous about?
You're gonna
I
get
was
to
gonna say,
spend time
Evelyn, are
with
you
your
nervous
mom.
about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Oh, I think... Are we out of the building by now?
If you want.
Yeah, we're walking and talking all the way to the docks. I think that Severus is being a little petty potentially, and involving my family in this task is like some slight form of punishment to her as well. But I am not gonna lie, I feel a lot safer on her ship than any other ship in this moment. So
you remember that scroll I gave you, Sophia?
Yes.
Evelyn, why don't you reach out to your mom and tell her we're heading over there now?
oh yeah, I forgot I can do that. She pulls out a sending stone, and she looks
Oh.
carefully for the little symbol on it, and she goes, "Hey mom, we're on the way to Hellcat. We're gonna meet you to talk about everything."
You had a sending stone this whole time?
Just to
Pulled
mom.
in spot number 3, awaiting your arrival. Jack made gumbo.
Oh my god.
She's so professional sometimes. She's silly.
Why did I make you this scroll then? I thought you would need it to talk to your mom. I was giving you like a nice little, help, present.
Oh, she gave me this the same night that we saw each other at the ball, I think.
Oh, well.
Sometime between when
I
I
mean-
saw her at the ball and now, I got it from her.
You got it at the after the ball. The gala.
I mean, I'm always. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just making a bad joke. Keep going.
Oh, I was too. I was just gonna say, I'm always happy to hang out with Marianne again. She was pretty hot.
I will push you into the boiling sea.
I'll help.
I don't think
It's
you're gonna
starting to
like,
get pretty cold here. The snow falls down as you take the elevator down to the docks. And see, even on your way down from the helicopter, it's easy to, or the elevator, it's easy to spot the Hellcat from the elevator, as it has this big roaring lion on its sails.
And it's got like spots, like a calico cat all over it.
Does it look like you remember?
The sail's less torn than it used to be, but yeah.
The Hellcat sways in the docks.
Alright, everyone. Do you remember what we learned on Reginald's ship?
No.
Don't fall off.
Okay, that is a good one, but first things first. And she steps up to the gangplank. Captain Marianne Reed, permission to board the Quill.
You see us just as you say that. She appears at the top of the gangplank with a smile on her face. Kind of, you see, she flicks her hat up, trying to be very chauvinistic. All right, kiddos, let's have a right adventure.
I'm not getting on this boat.
The fuck do you mean?
Why?
We're going in the water?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Right, if you've never been on a fucking boat. I mean, I can teach you a mooring knot if you really need.
Well, I'm gonna be sick.
You'll be fine.
We don't have to leave just yet. Amateurs. And she kind of gives you a little gesture as she welcomes you onto the Hellcat.
Right before Evelyn takes her first step onto the gangplank, she like uses her shimmer weave to switch into her like green, like Zorro-esque pirate gear. And
Hell
she
yeah.
steps up out onto the Hellcat.
The Hellcat is crewed by a much larger crew than even Reginald's ship. Marianne Reed employs over 20 people on her ship, a full-service kitchen, as well as around 19 staff who hoist the sails and who work the ship. It's much bigger. The Hellcat is around double the size of Reginald Redmayne's ship. It's very large.
Damn.
You all see, as you board this, you looking down, the bottom of the ship is covered in this silvery plate, clinging to which is this green algae that seems like it's purposefully not really cleaned very well to give the boat a look of patina or a sort of matching with the waves, as if you were in the water looking up, it looks like you wouldn't even see that there's a boat there. But the bottom of the ship is all rung in this silvery metal plate that was described by Severus to be able to withstand the heat of a place like the boiling sea. As, fuck it, we'll do another roll. I would like for everybody to make me a history check.
My God.
And a dex save.
No way.
Cast fireball.
Evelyn, you can make this with advantage if you really want. But
I rolled a 21 already, but
all of you have already come to know of the existence of Evelyn's mother. But with this history check, you can all know that she is a relatively prolific pirate. She's been known to do a lot of different things, be involved in a lot of different conflicts. And her ship shows it, because it is weathered by a long time. You can see as you get onto the boat a number of engraved signatures on the boat of people who have maybe come and gone on the boat. It's very large. I don't know if I can stress that enough. It's just it's a very formidable vessel. Like, she's a professional pirate who's been in the gang for 30 years now. And her prowess kind of shows. The people who are on this boat, they show her a respect. Everybody kind of salutes her as they pass, and even you see among the high-ranking people, there is not really necessarily there is certainly a kinship among pirates, because there's always a kinship among pirates on a boat, but there is a formidable respect that you might have all seen for the first time for Evelyn's mother among the people who she employs. They all seem to very much respect her, and you can tell that that's because she's a very respectable pirate.
Do people seem to know who Evelyn is? Like, is anyone looking at her?
Yeah, for sure. There is, but there's also a sort of there's not necessarily like an instant respect or anything. Evelyn hasn't necessarily earned their respect as much as her mother has, so there's not like a an instant respect. They treat her as just another comrade, for sure.
There's only one person on the ship who actually will show Evelyn a lot of respect, and you'll meet him, don't worry.
Jack.
We love Jack.
But why?
He's not actually my dad, but he was like basically my dad.
Is he not? Who is Dad? I don't even know who is Dad.
I don't know who Dad is.
Yeah,
It's not
I felt like that was
Sophia.
the meme. Is that? What if I play into the HP Lovecraft meme and I'm like, there's something spooky in your lineage? Anyway,
Do it.
I
my
have
God.
been. You went to
It's always
Cephas and
Dad.
you don't fucking remember it. Why do you think you were there?
I mean, I was
You
Anyway.
do know who Dad is.
maybe.
Your Okoto is your dad.
But it's definitely not Jack.
But yeah, Marianne Reed, she kind of gives you all, as she welcomes you all, and you see the 19 crew members, she gives you all, like, an attention, basically, like a military style, like, attention, and gives you all over, like, a go-over of the rules. All right, I don't know if we're leaving today, but I want to give you all a once-over of the rules. I am, of course, in charge. This is my boat, the Hellcat. And if any of you think that you know better than I do in the 30 years that I've been running this place, you can walk the gangplank right now. There will be no decision-making that goes above me on this vessel. Is that understood?
Evelyn looks at Lore.
Everybody says, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
When I say jump, you say, and all of the rest of her men say, how high?
Evelyn doesn't say how high, she just jumps.
That's the spirit.
I guess the intelligence didn't come to that one.
Now, let's head into the war room. And you can see there's a little bit of a smile on her face. And we have a violent narrative cut to Marianne Reed throwing down the map of the map of Lunaria that you guys all see down on the table in the war room.
Hell yeah.
Onto Solara. She brings down a small, maybe 2-inch long metal dagger, which she uses a small hammer to bang into the thing as a destination point. Places the little boat where you guys are in L'Oreal. Let's plot a course.
So, are we doing the hike or the?
So I've got a real nifty idea, but I don't know if it's possible. How do you feel about potentially not having a dock?
Take the small boats then.
Because I feel like coming in right here, and then we could take the short walk after investigating those ruins.
Sorry, I have to reload because I can't see the pings.
I feel like they're
I think-
expecting us to come from the water, though, no matter what.
I think
Who
we're
the
like
fuck's expecting?
I don't think anyone's expecting us, darling. We're going to a city that's
Okay.
been abandoned for 1,600 years.
That's
I
why
think
we gotta
we're-
worry about like elementals and worms and shit, not people.
We have to worry about the descendants of dragons. And she pulls out basically just a miniature. Like, you're basically playing a little board game. A little miniature of a fireworm, which she plonks down. Now, I've only ever dared to scale the boiling sea into the city of Solara once, and it was in my 30s. She gives a little smile. But I sailed directly to the city of Solara, mounted in one of their ports, and spent a few days exploring. It could be done again, but it was a fairly dangerous endeavor. Put a hole straight in the hull of the Hellcat to have us sitting in the boiling water that long.
So wouldn't it be better to be on the Slavers Bay side?
Could be, but then we don't have the defenses that we have. And she points to the little boat and the, 13 mounted cannons on it.
So before we do that, aren't we gonna go save your friend? Which is I moved the boat all the way over to Crabtown. Over here?
Right, did you want to do that on the way, or on the way back?
Why are you asking me for decisions?
Look,
Fuck.
Crabtown's not exactly... There's not exactly a lot of your friend to be saved. Should I come to understand?
I was gonna say maybe we take a quick vote all in favor of going to try and save Brooke. Say aye.
Aye.
I.
I'd like to get your friend back, but it is a 2-week out of the way endeavor.
I personally vote that if we do it, it should be on the way back.
That is what I figured. I could sail us to perhaps Helmar, or well, perhaps I could even drop you all in I don't know, Starfall, if you really wanted to.
You could drop us in Starfall, we could teleport home.
Yeah, or Helmar, we could just take the train.
That works.
Starfall's where Lure is from.
Starfall's what?
Where Lure is from.
Oh, but Evelyn's not a fan of Lure right now.
Wait, what?
Evelyn has a huge crush on Lure. What do you mean?
Not a huge crush. She was a little disappointed.
You could go see her in Starfall.
Maybe. We don't have a way. We'd have to go get a way back.
I'll take care of that.
How much were they?
50.
Oh, that's not bad.
I'll take care of that. We'll go to Starfall.
If we end up going to Crabtown, sure. It will obviously depend on the state of the ship and what happens. We may be in no position to take on another battle head on.
Now, my children, it is something I need to discuss with you all. We may discover some things in the city of Solara that are, well, rather hard to deal with. Some difficult monsters. This, well, rather fabled artifact that your boss sends us after is, well, a fable. The Horn of the Dragons is, well, an item that has been fabled for a long time. Many have sought to seek it to end the fall of the dragons, and in fact, she gives you all a little cheeky smile. It is in my personal opinion that it may have been the artifact that brought upon the fall of the dragon.
What does it do?
It is, from my understanding, an item that calls dragons to its power, or to its aid. Whoever it is that blows the horn, though it is said they should make a great sacrifice, shall be in command of all those dragons beneath him.
Or her.
Or them.
That is
And
why,
Go ahead.
and I should bind you all to secrecy on this, should we find this horn, it is under no circumstance that any of you should be the ones to blow it.
Laurel.
Is that understood?
Aye, aye, Captain.
Should you perish in the process?
Mhm.
I've been given the coordinates of a great vault in the city of Solara. Something I thought in my young age not possible of locating, but your boss, ever crafty, has come up with some maps from beneath the city of L'Oreal. And she points directly to the city of Solara with her little gesture stick. We could sail to Old Gith.
I would rather we land closer, personally.
We could, well... This ruin is known as Anadaria. A smaller city, but you'd have to hike over a volcano to get there.
That sounds cool.
Does it? What if we come in on like this little area here, like this little bone? Does that seem safe at all?
There's no real place to land. The only known remaining real ports are in the great city of Solaria itself. There is a port here in Anadaria, but you would have to skirt the base of a volcano. About a day's walk.
Where would you prefer the Hellcat go? Straight to the port?
The Hellcat can survive 4 or so days in its current conditions, sailing in the boiling sea. Should you need more time than that, well, we could dock in Anadaria.
Well, gang, what do we think? Anandaria? Walk along the volcano? Or risk a 4-day time limit? Really 3-day.
Just not risk it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're no fun.
Oh no, I mean like not risk the time, the extra 4 days, but like be adventurous and do it. Let's just climb the volcano.
I'm down to climb the volcano if I wanted to.
If you should go on that mission, well, I personally and my mates could go with you, but we'd have to leave some with the boat. Should you require my assistance for anything but transportation, I mean. Should we dock in the Solara port itself, then it would be my duty to protect the port and the boat therein to have an escape route.
So you're saying that if we go through Anandaria, you'll come with us?
Should you really need. Your boss has offered me a retirement amount of money, dear girl.
You've been there. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna be real dangerous? Should we take you?
I think that spending more than 48 hours in the city would be foolish.
Well, then we should just use the dock anyway, then.
Lest you seek to fend off a number of fireworms in your sleep.
Not particularly.
We could launch a series of runs. Head for Solara, stay in port for the night or two, and then sail back out through the boiling sea to perhaps Botsonot or another point in the Summer Isles, rest for a few days, and head back. We do have a decent amount of time to get this done.
We were told that is it Bot shot?
Takes around a week to sail from Botsonot to Solara.
We were
6
told
days.
that we could have a safe retreat there. We would have the proper documents.
Right, I've been given many port permits.
Well, crew, how do we feel?
Should we acquire such a legendary item,
Leave right away.
we should leave right away.
Then why don't we dock in Solara?
And, you can see there's like a bit of a restrained look on her face. Your boss is not gonna like this. She places a little it looks almost like a walkie-talkie on the counter, or on the table, and she presses a little button. And for a second, just for a couple moments, you all hear this high-pitched ringing in your ears, as it seems like that little spider coin thing that's on the back of all of your ears kind of like vibrates and then turns off for a moment.
Oh, can I tell if this isn't like an EMP of sorts, like an anti-magic EMP?
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana. Probably not. 13.
With a 13, you can tell that this is definitely emitting some kind of anti-magic field. As you all feel for a second, for the first time in a little bit, a sort of disconnect. Should we come into possession of this sort of item, a value could not be placed on such an item. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Don't give it up for free.
Such an item possesses the power to sway worlds. This is why they call them artifacts. I have only seen, heard of, touched one perhaps once or twice in my life. And they're really not to be trifled with. I say this as a woman who's trafficked a number of narcotics in her life.
Sounds familiar. I rest my elbow on top of Safia's head.
Mori,
This
Question
would be
for you.
one for the books. She gives you a big
Precisely.
toothy grin.
Mary, can I ask you a question?
Hope it's not a stupid one.
Oh, it's probably a stupid one.
Go
What do
ahead.
you think? What do you think of Severus? Do you trust him?
That box says otherwise.
Yeah.
The static kind of fizzles on this white noise machine. I think I trusted your boss's boss.
And you don't?
She's gone now. And there's
Thank you.
going to be quite a few people who are going to try and take her place. Not all of which have the same vision as she does.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. And then I'm gonna walk away.
Do we think that these earpieces are back on now?
She clicks she'll click it off eventually.
Eventually, but not yet.
Unless you don't want to.
Oh, but the thing I was gonna say was just like I definitely would not want the off chance of Severus hearing it, but I just won't say it if there's a chance. It's okay.
No, there's no chance currently in this moment.
That's why we should all vote Willin Ravensurge for the next leader of the magistrate.
You're voting?
I don't know if there is. I'm voting for him.
It doesn't strike me as a public election situation.
Well, we're not the
Marianne kind of chuckles a bit. As if it were that simple, child. But nonetheless, well, I feel like a little schoolgirl. I haven't been this giddy about a mission in a long time. I think if not the Horn of the Dragons, we will find some extraordinary things in the vault of Solara. And she kind of chuckles, like, almost maniacally. She kind of clinks a few pieces of gold together in her hand. New paint job.
Hey, Captain Reed, have you ever fought the Black Kraken before?
You mean Arnold?
Oh.
What a prick that guy is.
So,
that
could be a
pirate?
problem?
I think some persuading could be done should we be boarded. And she makes a little, like, she kind of lifts her eyebrows. She's making a very lewd gesture. Look, I know everyone's sailing the summer sea. There's no better hands you could be in.
I just don't want to get eaten by a kraken.
Oh, me
I can
neither.
see now, and I definitely don't want to see the inside of that.
You don't even want to see one.
Even from afar.
They're pretty wondrous. You know, I hear they keep them as pets in Indara. I've never been brazen enough to sail that far out into the blue abyss, though. What if I never found it?
Might be going forever.
Right, something for the retirement.
You could, like, relax in a normal city.
What, you don't think endlessly what's in the sunrise sea? There's nothing out there, darling. It's an endless, vast abyss of space. There's got to be something, right? Other continents, other places to go. You can see she's got this kind of wondrous look in her eyes. Lands of giants and witches and fae people. Long lost to time.
We got one of them already.
What?
Witches.
Oh.
And a fae.
Smiles a little bit.
Had a fae.
Well, we've got a month, so... I mean, don't spend more than a week dilly-dallying, but feel free to dilly-dally if you really wish.
I think I could go tomorrow. I don't know about the rest of you.
I mean, no sense in dilly-dallying if we don't need to.
We might need a little time to prepare. I've requested rings of heat resistance for all of us. Requested, you know, the proper provisions. Jack requested a new mixing machine. Lots of things, and she smiles. A proper paycheck, right from the government.
Yeah, I also requested the fire resistance rings, but I'm glad you already thought of it.
My daughter.
Look, I appreciate the work that we get to do, but I ain't gonna be boiled alive for it.
No, certainly. You've got one of the best inventors in the world on your side, that's what I'll say.
Don't go stroking Thomas's ego like that.
I was more speaking of your boss, but... I'm sure you're a rightless inventor too.
I was mostly joking, but Thomas is real good.
Pull out the helmet.
They got him working on Chemical X or whatever.
She kind of gives you like a what the fuck look.
Unethical warfare.
Right, you are just like your boss, huh?
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on you.
It's that one you gotta keep an eye on, and I point to Mateo.
Boy.
Be like when this one decided they'd learn how to mix vinegar and baking soda to make fart gas, and she points to Evelyn. Gas out the whole lower deck.
It was one time. And I told you. That was Benji. He just was really gassy.
She gives you a smile. Right. All things are in place then. We're sailing straight to the port. It'll be, well, we'll have a good week and a half or so sailing the inner sea and the salt straits and the spice straits. It's a nice place to vacation, basically, if any of you have ever been there. You'll enjoy a nice boat ride out into the Sapphire Sea. Then it'll get real hot again. It's gonna get real hot. Hope you're all